Okay guys, I'm gonna try to go as fast as possible. Still have lab 9, lab 10, 11 and 12. I have to cover those. I have to cover loops and call by value, call by reference. This is really important for the exam, and functions and recursions. And I have to do the assignment 3, 4 and 5. They're really important. So let's start here. Lab 8, program 1. Write a program that will print all the numbers between two numbers entered by the user. So I'll tell the user here, see out, enter two numbers, and now I'll do cin. I'll have num1 and num2, and I have to declare them as integers, integer num1 and num2, and I want to print all the numbers between those numbers. So I'm gonna have a for loop. Yeah, what do we need in a loop? Three things: initial value, condition or end value, and the update. I have my initial value, I have my condition, and my update is gonna be what, plus plus, but I have to be sure here what cin. If, like, if I put for number 1, let's say, example, let's do it here. If I put 10 or 5 and 10, I want to print 6, 7, 8, 9, and I can include if I want the numbers. And what happens if I have 10, 5? I need to print what? 9, 8, 7, 6. So here I have two situations where I have n1 is greater than num2. What will I have here? I'll have, can I do it in one value? Okay, so if I can do it in one while loop, no, let's do it like that. If num1 is greater than num2, I'm gonna loop from integer num1, integer I equals num1 till what? Condition till num2. I can put it I is less than or equal if I want to print num2 and num1, and let's say we want to print them, and then I'm gonna say I plus plus, and here I'm gonna say see out between num1 oh, let's do it this way. I don't want to put that much, so I'll have what? I, and then I'll have it, I want to print it as a sequence, so this and then this, and this should be enough. I don't need curly braces. Why? The body of the if statement is the first line, so it'll be this, and this is the body of this. So all of this will be the body of the if statement because this is the body of this. So let's see now. Else if num2 is greater than num1, I'm gonna say what? For integer j equals num2 and num2 or j is less than or equal num1, and then I'm gonna say j plus plus, and I'm gonna print out j, and this will be the body of the else if also, because we have the for loop. So this, the for loop is the body of the if statement, so, and this is the body of the for loop, so all of that is the body of the if statement. Usually it's the first line is the body of that statement, because this is a for loop and this is its body, it's included with it. And then I'll have else see out both numbers are equal or equal \n. And I need to do here, I have a C out NN. Okay, this should be good. I declared the numbers. Let's compile and run now. So that's good. G++ -o, and I have Gaith. I'm gonna compile it. So what was the name? Lab 8 program 1.cpp. Okay, a semicolon on here. Okay, why do I have that? Okay, that would be good. Two numbers, 6 and 20. So it didn't take them as I said, which is what? Taking it as the body of this. So it went to the loop and it didn't print it. So let's see this. If num1 okay, why did it do that? Let's see if that was the reason. And 6 and okay, what is going on? Oh, do I have a C out? I equals num1. I is less than num2. If num1, okay, I have them switched. If num1 is less than num2, and then if num2 is less than num1, that was the case, it wasn't that one. And here I have 6 and 20, and here's 6, 8, 20, and let's run it another time and put what? Put 110 and put 73. So it went from 73, it took the second one, and now let's put equal numbers, 60 and 60. Both numbers are equal, So that's good. We finished this program. This is an easy program. We're just printing what? The numbers between two numbers entered by the user. And for any loop, think, what do we need? Initial value, end value, or condition. So I have the initial value and the end value, the condition. I only need the update. How much am I gonna increment? I'm gonna start with num1. Let's say 5 in our case, previous case. I want to go to num2. I'm gonna stop at num2, which is 20. And I want to print all the numbers between them. My update is gonna be 1 or plus plus. Let's say now. Let's see the second program here. I have lab 8 program 2.cpp. Okay, program that asks the user to keep entering numbers until -1 is entered. Find how many numbers is entered. Okay, integer num, and I'll say here while num doesn't equal -1. I want to stop at while it doesn't equal -1. If -1, this will be what? False, and it will exit the loop. What do I want to do? Curly braces, and let's do it. C out, enter a number, and let's have cn the number until keep inputting numbers until -1 is entered. This is a trigger event, so I need a while loop, and now I need this will keep doing that. So let's check it. You can do step by step and then come back and do the rest, but it's good to check your program running. Okay, 1 minute. I'm gonna do program 2. Enter a number, -10, -5, 100, -1000, and -1. Exited. So that's good. I want to count now. What does it want? Is entered. Find how many numbers are entered and the largest number. So I need a counter here. So I'm gonna say here count equals 0, a counter, and this counter, each time I enter a number, I'm gonna increment it, and then how many numbers were entered and the largest number entered. Sorry, take the AD out, and the largest number entered. So if I want to know the largest number entered, I'm gonna declare a value, and let's call it integer largest. Don't put it as 100 or a large number. This won't work. I'll set largest equal to what? Num, the first number entered. Largest equal num, but that's gonna take every time. Okay, largest equals num. So we took it as the first one. Now we have a problem, is that each time it's gonna take largest as num, and I don't want that. I want it to take it as one time. Okay, here's a good idea. I just came out with it, so I'll say if count equals 1, I'll put largest as num. So I said it. So now the second element is not going to be largest. So that's what I want, because I don't want to keep putting largest as num. I need to set it for the first number just, and then I have to test it with the others. And then I'll say, so it'll do this. Now I'll say, now I'm going to check any other number that is entered. If any number entered after that is greater than largest, I'll set largest as what? As num. And I think that's a really good way to do it. And now, okay, so now I'll say out, you entered, let me sit down, entered count. This is after the while loop. Count, and here numbers, and I need to make spaces. Okay, numbers, the largest equals, and here I'm gonna print largest, and I'm gonna print those inside this, but I'm gonna show you how this runs first. And let's see, save. Okay, I forgot to put integer. I've been doing that lately a lot. Okay. Okay, enter a number. Let's count how many numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you entered 9 numbers. The largest was 1,000. Was that right? Yep, the largest is 1,000. If I want a smallest, I'll do the same thing. But now I want to show you each iteration what's going on. When is it gonna change largest, and when is it gonna, how is it gonna add count? So I have count here. So here I can say inside the loop, enter a number 7. inside the loop you entered one number, the largest is 7. Okay, let's do -5. Inside the loop you entered two numbers, the largest is 7. 23. Inside the loop you entered three numbers and the largest is 23. See, it changed it. Now 17. Four numbers, the largest, -100. 13 and 87. See, the largest changed, 87, and we have 7 numbers. And now I can say 1000 is gonna change it again. 8 numbers and the largest, and here's -9. So that's a good way. Let's look at the code again real quick and see. Here I declared num. That's the number I'm going to be entering. I declared a count to count how many numbers we entered. I declared largest, which is going to hold the largest value. And I always set it to what? To the first number. Say you have 2, 3, and 1. 2 and 3 and 1. You have those numbers. 2, 3, and 1. And if I set largest as 2, and then compare, and this is what I'm doing here, set largest equals num1, and then I'm comparing, is num greater than largest? If it's greater than largest, then I'll change largest to 3, to the new value. Is num greater than largest? No, so it doesn't change it. Here what did I do? I didn't want the loop to what? If I didn't have this, if count equals 1, each time I input a number, it's gonna set it as largest. So I input a 2, it's set as largest. I input a 3, it's set as largest. I input a 1, it's set as largest, and I lose the 3. So this is the best way. I had a counter saying this is the first. After inputting the first element, I set the first element as largest. Don't set the others, but test the others. Test the others. And here we can say else. If the num is greater than largest, if any of the numbers I enter is greater than this, which I set the largest, the first number, it's gonna change it largest to that number, and it's counting. Here it ends the loop, and I printed this to show you guys, and this is printing the result, which is count how many numbers and the largest. So hopefully that was good. Let me go check what I'm gonna give you also, and post this video.